Well, I'd been a pastor at Corinth Church for just a short period of time, and the church was traditional. And when I say traditional, what I mean is for 100 years, they had done everything the same way. The same order, everything happened in the same order in the worship service every single Sunday for 100 years. Hadn't changed. And they used the same instruments. They used the organ, and if they wanted to really get sassy and spice it up, they would let a little piano kind of work its way into there. But that was it for 100 years. And so I said, listen, if we want to be a church that reaches our community, if we want to be a church that really connects with the younger generation, with people in the church, not just in the church, but in the community, we have to understand that most of them aren't listening to hymns, and most of them aren't listening to organ music. So I said, what if we got some drums involved in the music, and what if we use guitars? And I'm not talking like electric guitars, I'm just talking about an acoustic guitar. So the very first Sunday we tried this, and we had little drums, and it was really tame. It really was. But it was kind of little drums, one acoustic guitar, and a couple of modern praise choruses. And yeah, that went pretty good, all things considered. Monday morning, the phone rings at the church. An older woman in the church wants to talk with me. Now, I tell you as a pastor, on Monday morning when the phone rings, it's almost never good. All right? It's almost never good. And so the phone rings. This woman says, Pastor, can I come in and talk to you? And I said, sure, that would be great. I'd be glad to meet with you. And that wasn't entirely true, but I said, I'd be glad to meet with you. She came in, sat in my office, and this is kind of how she started our conversation. She said, Pastor, I just don't like the guitar music. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. I said, well, tell me how you feel. And she says, it doesn't help me worship. It doesn't help me get close to Jesus. And I want you to know I don't like it. And so I listened to her, and after a while I said, we're trying this because we want to reach new people. We want to reach your children and your grandchildren, and we're hoping that by using this kind of music, people will be connected and pulled in, and new people will want to know Jesus. And I said, do you think we shouldn't do it? And this was her response. She said, oh, no. She said, I think we should do the new music. I think we should use the guitar. I just want you to know I don't like it. Then it clicked. I realized she just wanted to tell her pastor, this is hard for me. I'll do it. And I will sacrifice what I love for people who don't yet know Jesus. But I just want you to know it's hard for me. And she became one of my outreach heroes. I thought, oh God, may there be more people in the church who would say, it doesn't have to be my way. But if doing it a different way will reach the next generation, or reach someone who doesn't know Jesus, I'll sacrifice what I like for someone else. And I think that's the heart of Jesus. If I recall right, he sacrificed his life and died on a cross for our sins out of love for us. And maybe we as his followers should say, you know what? Sacrifice is hard, but it's part of following Jesus. She became my hero, and I pray that those who hear the story will say, I want to be that kind of an outreach hero. I'll sacrifice what I love for those who don't yet know Jesus.